I am a pocket-sized person, naturally short in stature, but because of this, I have gained the affection of many netizens. My best friend looked at my sports car and said sourly, "If it weren't for everyone's curiosity, there's no way you would be famous." I went along with her words and said, "You're right, if you had this kind of body, you would definitely be even more famous than me," seeing the growing brightness in her eyes. I knew the comments were right. I want to change. I want to change, even if the female lead switches to a miniature person's body. The male lead will definitely still recognize her. What a beautiful love story this is. Watch as the strong female lead builds her career after becoming a miniature person. At the same time, I could also sense my best friend's desire to change bodies. After I said that, the number turned to 100%. I could laugh even in my dreams. Getting a healthy body for free. I'd even be willing to eat seafood and run 80 meters for it. 1. Jinjin, is this the sports car you bought? It doesn't look all that impressive. My best friend said this while practically leaning into my car window. I was holding the car keys. Not that great. Just 3 million. Oh, really? I thought it was over 10 million. No offense, but you're a big influencer. How come you drive such a shabby car? I saw someone else with fewer followers than you driving a more expensive one. Isn't this just the first step? I'll buy others later. A flicker of jealousy flashed in her best friend's eyes as she smoothed her hair. That's true, you can't drive anyway, so there's no point in buying such a nice car. I'll hire a driver. She got excited, but isn't the point of buying a car to drive it? The thrill of driving is something a passenger can never truly experience, Jinjin. You have no idea how exhilarating it was the first time I drove. In the end, she felt sorry for me. What a shame, Jinjin, you'll never get to experience it in your lifetime. She was right. I am a person with dwarfism. I was 3 meters tall at 10 years old, and at 20, I'm still 3 meters tall. I was born short, so there are some things I'm just not meant to do. For example, the kind of driving she described that brings intense pleasure, but that doesn't mean I can't do anything at all. When I was a child, my mother often worried about me, afraid that I would be bullied when I grew up, unable to find a job, and unable to support myself. But she never expected that the internet would give me an opportunity. At 18, a short video I casually filmed received over 1 million likes. An MCN agency reached out to me, and I stepped into the world of self-media. Over the years, I've filmed short videos, done live streams, and in just a few years, I've accumulated substantial wealth. A sports car means nothing to me, but for my best friend, it's something she can only dream of. Originally, I had no intention of buying a sports car. After all, a car is just a means of transportation. To me, there's no difference between a car that costs over 100,000 and one that costs several million. Besides, I don't even know how to drive, and hiring a driver just for a car seems a bit troublesome. My best friend often comforts me. It's fine, Jinjin. I think it's good that you're living a simple and frugal life like this, staying true to your roots. I look down on those who spend money like water. They're all evil capitalists. Later, I found out she acted completely differently around other people. You mean Li Zhen? Don't be fooled by her large number of fans. Most of them are bought. She doesn't make much money from it. Otherwise, why hasn't she bought a car or an apartment? And why does she still wear off-brand clothes? She really works hard, but there's no way around it. She just doesn't make money. Even if she uses her physical disability to gain attention, hardly anyone spends money on her. If you ask me, a woman still needs to marry into a good family. She was already unmarriageable, and now with her constantly showing up in public, she'll never get married. I don't know why, but when I saw these chat logs between her and others, I didn't feel too sad. Maybe I had already sensed that she didn't genuinely consider me a friend. She just felt superior to me and had to keep me around as a friend. In high school, I hadn't yet been exposed to the internet. Because of my physical defect, I was often pelted with paper balls. Many people called me a monster, and when walking on the street, I didn't dare to lift my eyes. No one talks to me, so naturally, no one becomes my friend. Just then, my best friend took the initiative to approach me. While comforting me that my physical flaw wasn't my fault, she imitated my clumsy walking posture in front of her other friends. When I saw it, she explained that she just thought I looked cute and couldn't help imitating me. I believed her explanation, because I couldn't bear to give up this hard-won friendship, but I never expected it to be a landmine buried right beside me, too. Wow, this sports car is so cool. I can't imagine how awesome the female lead will look when she wins a racing competition driving this car. Yes, exactly, the female supporting character should buy more, so that when the female lead transmigrates, she can enjoy it right away. After all, I'm a female lead stan. Moi. Am I the only one who thinks the female lead's words sound a bit hypocritical now? Wanting to see my best friend get embarrassed was the first reason I bought the car. The bullet comments that appeared before me were the second reason I bought the car. The comments said this is a body swap story. My best friend is the female lead, and I'm the female supporting character. Soon, I will swap bodies with her. Along with the bullet comments, there was also a string of numbers on my best friend's chest, in fluorescent color. It started at 30%, but after I bought the car, it changed to 50%. I went to the hospital for repeated checkups, and the doctor concluded that there was nothing wrong with me. I had no choice but to start believing in the bullet comments, and buying the car further confirmed my suspicion. The string of numbers on my best friend's chest represented her desire to swap bodies with me. Confirming this news made me ecstatic. No one wanted a healthy body more than I did. Before I turned 10, my mother would joyfully record my height. After 10, she grew more worried with each passing year, and her white hairs gradually multiplied. In the end, she believed the scammer's claim that he could make me grow taller and was cheated out of $300,000. On my way home, I saw her body, with police cars buzzing around, a scene I will never forget for the rest of my life. If I weren't a dwarf, my mother wouldn't have jumped to her death. If I weren't a dwarf, I wouldn't have been bullied since childhood, bowing and scraping over the slightest bit of pity-driven kindness. Deceiving myself all along. Now, there is finally an opportunity. I can have a healthy body, and I will never let it go. After buying the car, my best friend kept borrowing it from me every few days, and I always lent it to her. She said she was just going for a drive, but I knew she was lying. She specifically created an account to block me, portraying herself as a wealthy heiress. Her latest posts are filled with pictures of my sports car. The comments section is flooded with praise. Damn. She's beautiful and rich. I'm going to soon you and my wallet. How on earth can I earn that much money? Sis, I'm a college student, sweet-talking and capable. $3,000 a month. Would you consider keeping me? She picked and chose which ones to reply to. The first one replied, ha 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 ha. The second one replied that their family is rich, followed by a Doge emoji. The third one replied, not considering it. I need to focus on my career. Her comments sparked another round of praise. Wow. It's clear that this kind of aura can only come from a rich second generation. Tears, even with so much wealth, still working so hard, truly worthy of being an heir to the upper class. Occasionally, a few people questioned the authenticity of her sports car, but she deleted all those comments. I didn't expose her. After all, human greed knows no bounds. Just as a snake can try to swallow an elephant, when you pretend for too long, it starts to feel real. One day, she will grow increasingly unsatisfied. That will be the perfect opportunity for me to take her place. Although I want to change bodies, my career cannot stagnate. Even if all of this eventually falls into someone else's hands, the experience and growth will still be mine. Recently, the company landed a collaboration with a major brand. I worked day and night on the proposal and ultimately helped them sell hundreds of millions worth of products during a live stream. They are very satisfied with me and, for the first time ever, invited me to their company cocktail party. Even if my career is successful, I am rarely invited to such business events. After all, this isn't a live stream where I'm the only one, free to say whatever I want and act however I please. Viewers watch me through the screen and simply find me optimistic and amusing. But offline is different. I am short, and from years of moving goods alone during live streams, I've built a lot of muscle, which makes my proportions look very unbalanced. Just walking down the street without scaring people is an achievement, let alone socializing at a cocktail party filled with big shots, but I still accepted their invitation. 3. When my best friend heard I was going to the cocktail party, she enthusiastically helped me pick out an outfit. Come on, Jinjin, this looks good on you. Try it on quickly. In a shopping mall where the average spending is tens of thousands per person, She picked out another knit dress for me and insisted I try it on. The salesperson hesitated to speak, so I asked her what was wrong, and she had no choice but to speak up. "Forgive me for being blunt, miss, but your figure is on the sturdier side, and this soft fabric isn't suitable for you." I could tell she was genuinely considering my best interests, but my best friend disagreed. Once she entered the mall, she truly believed she could afford the clothes there. Upon hearing the salesperson's words, her face immediately fell. "What's wrong with you? We sisters are talking. Who gave you the right to interrupt? I think you're just trying to trick Jinjin into buying expensive clothes." The salesperson's expression changed. "Miss, I really don't mean that. I'm just speaking from a professional perspective." "You dare talk back? Where's the store manager? What's wrong with your staff? They have no manners at all." Seeing her make a scene, the salesperson had no choice but to apologize. "I'm sorry, miss, I misjudged." She looked at me with a smug expression. "Jinjin, look how bad these people are. If I weren't by your side, you would have been cheated so many times. Go try on this dress." I changed into the dress and came out, only to find that she had changed into a dress too. She originally had an average figure, but now she was wearing a red strapless dress made of stiff material, which made her look tall and gave her an outstanding presence. Meanwhile, the knit top clung to my little belly and arms, making me look like a ball. She kept praising, "Jinjin, you look so quiet and ladylike like this. You're sure to shine brightly." I forced a smile. "Really, of course." Seeing that I noticed the dress she was wearing, she immediately explained, "Jinjin, I was thinking, since it's your first time at a cocktail party, you might feel awkward with me accompanying you. You won't be too lonely, and this dress of mine is really uncomfortable to wear. It's too stiff and it's squeezing my chest so it hurts. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be wearing it at all." I quietly watched her performance. When it was time to pay, she made no move at all. Seeing that I only intended to buy my own clothes, she pinched my arm. I pretended to be surprised. "Oh, this outfit isn't that expensive either. Just around 10,000 yuan. Aren't you going to buy it?" Watching the number on her chest go up twice, I smiled. "Oh, I remember now. You and I are different. Sorry, I always forget you're on a fixed salary, only making about 10,000 a year." Ignoring her utterly embarrassed expression, I still paid for her. Actually, I wanted her to go with me too. After all, I also want to see if, after experiencing all these worldly pleasures, she would still be willing to return to a cramped rental apartment and endure her boss's endless nagging. If an opportunity to suddenly become wealthy were placed before her, how much willpower does she have to resist it? I'll be watching with interest. In the end, I still went wearing the suit recommended by the salesperson. The dark suit made me look efficient, and I put on makeup, looking completely different from before. My best friend's eyes were fixed in disbelief as she complained, "Jinjin, why are you still wearing this outfit? I told you that knit set looked better." "Oh. That knit set got ruined at the dry cleaners yesterday, so I had to buy another one of these." Watching me say this without batting an eye, she seemed more pained than I was. After all, that knit dress cost tens of thousands, and the suit the salesperson recommended yesterday was even more expensive, reaching 6 figures. The number on my chest had increased by several digits again. Feeling quite pleased, I walked into the venue with her. As soon as we entered the venue, she made an excuse to go to the restroom and left me, for I drank alone until I finished the entire bottle, and my best friend never found me again. At the entrance of the venue, I saw her walking side by side with a rich young man, chatting and laughing. At the same time, I received a text message from her. "Jinjin, I'm so sorry, but my period came, so I went home first." I replied with, "It's nothing," but in my heart, I was thinking, the fish has taken the bait. Having been in the self-media industry for so many years, I have some understanding of the major and minor scandals in the field, and that young master is one of them. He enjoys posting flashy videos on social media, occasionally speeding in a sports car late at night, occasionally opening an 86 Lafite in a luxury apartment while enjoying the night view, and occasionally traveling around the world. But it's different from my best friend. The young master is a genuine rich second generation. Flaunting wealth is nothing new. His drama comes from his private life. I heard he got engaged a few months ago, but he still has a constant stream of girlfriends on the side. This time, it's my best friend's turn. I wonder how long she'll last. It didn't take long before my best friend couldn't wait to post photos of her and the rich second generation on social media. Occasionally, he would leave comments on her posts, and back and forth. The whole internet knew they were together. I saw my best friend again a month later, and she was completely transformed. She was carrying a designer handbag, wearing a Chanel coat, and had custom-made jewelry around her neck. As soon as she arrived, she started talking about her story with the rich second generation. "Oh, sorry I'm late. It's all because of Sija. He insisted on driving me, saying his sports car was fast, but then some careless person crashed into us, and they ended up arguing for quite a while. I put down my coffee and said it was fine, then asked, 'It's a workday today. Did you take time off?' Mentioning this made her even more proud. TSK. I quit my job. Sija said his money is enough for me to spend. That little salary wasn't even enough to buy a bag. I've been wanting to quit for a long time." I didn't say anything, and she continued chattering. "Do you know who Sija is?" "Oh, you probably haven't heard of him. He's the heir to a prominent family. Someone at your level wouldn't have encountered him. I thought all rich second-generation heirs were arrogant and rude, but he's different. He even said he wants to marry me. You absolutely must come to my wedding." Hearing the last sentence, I finally couldn't hold back and laughed out loud. She looked confused. "What are you doing?" "Nothing, nothing." When my best friend said she was getting married, she really started preparing seriously. He even announced it on a show-off account, writing the wedding date. The rich second generation also responded below, saying, "As promised, I will definitely treat you well." The comments exploded like a boiling pot. "Holy crap, sis. You're amazing. The playboy has settled down." The ultimate union of the rich second generation and the rich second generation, just like the saying goes, the children they have will be the masters of this building. I need a dog training tutorial. This world is just one giant tomato novel. I can tell what's going on at a glance. It seems the rich second generation heir thought my best friend was also from a wealthy family, which is why he agreed to marry her. My friend naively believed she would marry into a rich family, but in reality, his parents will chew her up and spit her out, leaving nothing behind. The larger the family, the more emphasis is placed on social class and matching status. So, when I saw the video online of my best friend being exposed, I wasn't surprised. In the video, the wealthy mother laid out my best friend's life history from childhood. "Miss Liu, my son was deceived, and as his mother, I can't just stand by. The sports car you often drive isn't even registered under your name. You don't have a father who runs a company or a mother who works as a jewelry designer abroad. I've said this much. Miss Liu, you should know what to do now." 5. My best friend trembled and said, "I know it's my fault, but Sija and I truly love each other. Auntie, please, let us be together." The woman sneered and made a call to her son. On the other end, a woman's coquettish laughter was heard first, followed by Sija poking his head out from under the covers. His voice was hoarse, and his body was covered in red marks. It was clear what he had just been doing. "Miss Liu, I know my son best. You're just a flower he picked casually. Even if you're planted in the finest soil and the most beautiful pot, you're still just a wildflower." Her best friend's face turned completely pale. She still wanted to fight for some rights. "Then I want 5 million. If I get that 5 million, I'll never bother your son again." "Miss Liu, I was going to let you off, but unfortunately, you brought this on yourself." As soon as the words fell, several burly men stepped forward, and the screams of her best friend could be heard. The scene shifted again, showing her stripped down to her underwear. She screamed, "What are you doing, Miss Liu? Everything you're wearing was bought by my son. It's only right that I take it back." The clothes were thrown to the ground, and the woman stomped on them a few times. "I hope Miss Liu learns her lesson." The video captured the time when this incident happened, just a few minutes ago, with the heavy rain pouring outside. I knew my chance had come. When I found my best friend, she was trembling in the rain. The headlights of the sports car blinded her, so I held an umbrella for her and helped her into the car. She didn't thank me, nor was she angry. She just stared out the window with a lifeless expression. I quickly drove her to her rented apartment. Clearly, she had been staying at the rich second generation's place during this time. As the desk in the rental apartment was covered in dust, she froze for a moment, as if she didn't recognize this place. I took out a towel and dried her hair. She finally burst into tears. "What gives them the right Just because they have money, can they do whatever they want? Can money trample on my feelings? What's so great about sports cars? What's so great about running a company? I don't care for any of it, yes. I responded while tossing the towel with the Chanel logo into the trash bin. She seemed provoked. What do you mean by that? Are you doing this on purpose? Do you also think I'm cheap? Just like this towel, you use it and throw it away. Do you think I'm just some wildflower or weed? I did it on purpose. Today, I deliberately wore my most expensive clothes, a watch on my wrist, a necklace around my neck, and rings on my fingers, just in case. I also packed more than 10 Chanel silk scarves like this one in my crocodile leather bag. I didn't do anything like that. Why would you think that? That's exactly what you think. You think you're so great, but in high school, you were nowhere near as good as me. If it weren't for the internet boom and people's curiosity, how could you possibly become famous? How could you afford a sports car and all these luxuries? If I had a body like yours, I would definitely become rich too. Finally, the exciting moment finally arrived. I saw the number on her chest skyrocket, 80%, 90%, 98%, 99%. Just one last step. I tempted her like a devil, following her words. Yes, if you were my body, you would definitely be hotter than me. The moment the words fell, 100%. And the long unseen barrage comments appeared once again. It's about to change. It's about to change, even if the female lead switches to a dwarf's body. The male lead will definitely still recognize her. What a beautiful love story this is. Watch as the female protagonist builds her career throughout her life after becoming a miniature person. After a dizzying spin, I fainted on the spot. 6. When I woke up again, I was alone in the rental apartment. The wall mirror could only capture half of my figure. I stretched my own body and felt an unprecedented sense of comfort. I ran down the stairs in one breath, sprinting 80 meters out. The world unfolded before my eyes. The buildings no longer seemed so tall, the crowds no longer so dense, everything within sight was a new world. I finally had a real body. I ran freely and joyfully, like a newly sprouted bamboo shoot. When I was able to control my body freely, I went to my mother's grave. Engraved on the tombstone was her name, Wei Lin, and there was also a photo of her with white hair. How I wish she could come back to life and look at me. Look, your daughter is so happy now. If there is a next life, you be my daughter, and I will take care of you meticulously, just as you did for me. The evening wind gnaws at the candle flame. I bury my head and weep bitterly. Suddenly, my forehead feels a warmth, like the broad, warm palm of my mother when she used to touch me before she passed away. Mom, you must have heard, haven't you? Your daughter will never be laughed at again. That measurement chart recorded for 10 years can now be updated, however. Having taken over my best friend's body, I have also inherited everything that came with it, a mountain of debt and a flood of online criticism. I need to make a comeback, but before that, I have to confirm one thing. Ever since I woke up, the phone that my best friend took with her has been unreachable, so I haven't been able to check if the string of numbers is still on her chest. If so, it means she can switch back at any time. I contacted everyone I could reach and finally found my former assistant. Her attitude wasn't great, but out of respect for me being her boss's close friend, she still answered all my questions. Is your boss available? I'd like to see her. Oh, then you can contact her directly, but I can't get in touch with her, and I'm really worried about her. She burst out laughing. Then you don't need to worry. Our boss is very nice. She probably just doesn't want to see you. This was something I had anticipated. After our identities were swapped, she was worried that I would demand to switch back or make some other unreasonable request, so naturally, she ran as far away as she could. Seeing she was about to hang up, I had to say something harsh. Xiao Mei, don't you have a younger sister with leukemia? It was your boss who gave you the money to cure her. She was surprised that her boss would reveal such things. So what? I calmed myself down. I was the one who persuaded her to help you. If you don't believe me, give her the phone now, and I'll tell her directly. Xiao Mei was half convinced and half doubtful, but since it concerned her lifesaver, she still handed over the phone. I lowered my voice, feigning panic. Huan, what's going on? How am I in your body? Are you in mine? After hesitating for a while, the response came from the other side. Yes. Thank goodness it's you. If it were someone else, I wouldn't feel at ease. It was clear that Lu Wan seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. You don't blame me? Of course not. I believe you didn't know what was happening. The most important thing now is that we need to meet. All right. The moment I saw her, I knew it was settled. There were no other marks on her body, and on my own body, there were no other marks either. This meant that the string of numbers had disappeared, and no one could swap back according to their own will, not only because of this, but also because of the bullet comments. The bullet comments appear sometimes and disappear at other times. Based on the timing of their appearance, I speculate that the development of our world's plot is not entirely in the novel. The novel only captures a part of it. Therefore, the bullet comments only appear when the novel's plot unfolds. According to the original text, the female lead Lu Wan is kind-hearted, resilient, and decisive. So her out-of-character moments naturally do not appear in the novel. And now, this is our first meeting after the swap, which is a key moment, and sure enough, the bullet comments have appeared again. 7. They're about to meet. The female lead must be feeling so insecure right now. Suddenly going from a healthy body to a disabled one, she's wrapped herself up so tightly. It really hurts to see. I feel for her too. But the female lead isn't someone who would be limited by physical appearance. She'll gradually grow and adapt to this new identity. I want to ask, will she ever return to her original body later? Is that dwarf character actually the female lead? It feels a bit strange. To the poster above, no, she won't. The main theme of this story is about the female lead facing adversity without giving up and finding self-acceptance. Seeing the last bullet comment, I completely set my mind at ease. Lu Wan indeed wrapped herself up tightly. Pooh's sunglasses, new. Gu's bag, new. Diao's clothes, new. Fanchi's jewelry, new. In short, she bought herself a complete set, living more comfortably than when she was with the rich second generation. Except for one thing, she seemed not yet accustomed to this body, unable to handle the puzzled glances from others with ease, nor her own legs that couldn't quite reach the ground. So, despite being covered in luxury, she still couldn't hide her awkwardness. I was the first to say sorry. I'm really sorry if this body of mine is causing you trouble. Should we try to switch back as soon as possible? She paused for a moment, unable to hide her delight. So, you actually don't want this body of yours? Of course not, I replied without hesitation. This gave her the opportunity to propose not switching back. Don't misunderstand. It's not for any other reason. It's just that, as your best friend, I should share your burdens. Since there's no way to switch back now, let's just leave things as they are for the time being. Oh, this won't be too much trouble for you, will it? No, of course not. Seeing me hesitate, she added another condition. Don't worry, I know you don't have much money right now. You can use mine first. After all, my money is your money. Just one thing, you must not reveal our identities to anyone. Understand what you're saying? That was originally my hard-earned money. I finally nodded. All right. With money, everything becomes easier. Now my online image isn't great. I can't continue with accounts that show my face, so I'm considering other ideas. My previous work has given me a wealth of experience. Video production, directing, copywriting, and ad placement. I can handle all of these with ease. I'm confident I can build this account up, except for one thing, the on-camera model. The model can't be a fixed person, otherwise, even if the account belongs to me, the traffic would go to them. I've come up with a brilliant idea. With the theme, how to create a vlog for a model, we tailor completely different atmospheres and characteristics based on the model's persona and style, showcasing everything from initial communication to post-production for the audience. Audiences nowadays love behind-the-scenes content the most. Especially the kind that teaches them a little something without going too deep. With money, you can naturally book any model you want. Lu Wan was very generous with the payment the first time, transferring me 1 million in one go and even telling me to ask for more if it wasn't enough. I naturally went along with her wishes. After the first video gained some traction, I continued to ask her for money. At that time, she still gave it, though she was a bit stingy. Spend it wisely. It's not easy to make money these days. I sneered inwardly as I accepted the 1 million she transferred to me. After releasing several videos, the account accumulated hundreds of thousands of followers, and some advertisers began to approach. Lu Wan almost immediately caught the scent of opportunity. Jinjin, your account seems to be doing quite well now. You're even able to take on sponsored content. Nothing brings someone to the temple without a reason. I wondered what she wanted. She hemmed and hawed before finally revealing her purpose. She wanted me to teach her how to do self-media. 8. This was our second meeting after swapping bodies, and she looked much older than last time, with exhaustion washing over her entire being. Previously, she always thought that I could make money just by lying down, but that's not the case. The company is so large, and I'm the one holding it up all by myself. Many times, I'm the last to leave work and the first to arrive. While chasing trends to shoot videos, I also think about how to use new scenarios to drive sales. While negotiating with clients to lower prices, I also think about how to apply the latest technology to reduce costs. The company's growth and expansion have all been achieved through my relentless efforts, time and time again. In fact, my sudden rise to fame back then was no accident at all. Before releasing the video, I repeatedly reviewed the edits to ensure that my positive and optimistic persona would resonate with people. Now, all these burdens have fallen on Lu Wan. Even if she doesn't want to do it, the shareholders will force her to. But in her live streams, she either gets the product information wrong or yells at the staff, completely disregarding the deeply ingrained image I had built, that no matter what happens, I would always face it with a smile. To bloom in the mud was the original intention of this account, yet, she had no understanding of it at all. Gradually, both video fans and live streaming fans started to leave. In just a few months, she nearly destroyed the account I had painstakingly built. Now, when you open the comment section, it's filled with nothing but insults. Learning self-media sounds simple, but it's actually quite difficult to do. It's especially challenging for someone like Lu Wan, who can't handle hardship. I only asked her to edit her third video, and she was already impatient. Why do I have to keep editing videos? Aren't you going to teach me something else? She's eager for quick results and wants to learn the fastest method. Jinjin, just tell me directly what I should do in the live stream to win the audience's favor. Daydreaming. Back then, I even had to practice a single smile several times in front of the camera, just to present my best self in the live stream. Now, she probably doesn't even want to smile in the live stream. With this kind of attitude, how can you do a good job? If you don't want to do it, you can always hire a professional to do it for you. This is my sincere advice. If we let her continue like this, I'm afraid this account will really be ruined. After all, I created it myself, and I hope it can have a good ending. But she seems to have misunderstood me. Jinjin, what do you mean by this? Are you looking down on me? You think you can do it, but I can't. It's just live streaming. What's so great about it? Just wait and see. I'll do it better than you. She rejected my proposal, and there's nothing I can do about it. After all, I have my own career to focus on. Now, my account has accumulated a certain number of followers, but it's limited to just these followers and can't expand the audience. If there's no breakthrough in style, this is the end for this account. Bored and with nothing to do, I was scrolling online for inspiration. Suddenly, a dilapidated earthen house came into view. A determined, impoverished boy was holding a bowl while eating, his back exuding a lonely yet proud and upright demeanor. I immediately realized where my limitations lay. Models these days are too polished. No matter how customized the vlog is, they always carry certain similar traits, which only attracts a specific group of viewers. But what if I expand the model group beyond just the urban beauties in the city, looking toward the mountains, gazing toward the sea? People from all walks of life beckon to me. The warmth of everyday life is what truly touches the heart. I said I would do it and immediately started planning, also reaching out to that young man, inviting him to be the first guest in my new series. A young man, the land, a rainy night. The view count for the first video didn't perform well, and it was even worse than before. 9. In contrast to my dismal results, Lu Wan actually managed to build up her live stream. She created a new persona for herself, a hot-tempered older sister who doesn't hold back, speaks her mind directly, and refuses to tolerate nonsense. The number of online viewers returned to its previous scale, and brands started reaching out to her one after another. She deliberately came to mock me. Jinjin, what did I tell you? This was supposed to be an easy task. Look at your latest video. Its view count doesn't even come close to a fraction of mine. You put in so much effort, yet you end up with the same result. I made her furious with just one sentence. people with different principles cannot work together. She trembled with anger and said, "Fine. If you're so capable, don't ever ask me for money again." She finally revealed her true colors and cut ties with me completely. I ignored her and continued working on the new series. Through mountains, rivers, and fields, I've always been on the road. While enjoying the scenery, I also observe people, and whenever I encounter someone interesting, I invite them to create a special episode. Finally, a year later, someone uploaded my videos to foreign platforms, where they garnered tens of millions of views. Although it shows the entire process of making vlogs, behind each vlog, there is a story. Only those who are attentive can truly appreciate this story. Oh my God. This shot, this language, is this not a master descending to the mortal world? Actually, this creator has filmed other series before, and that series had even higher view counts than the current one, but the creator didn't compromise for the sake of traffic and insisted on filming this series. I can see the creator's dedication. After it became popular overseas, people in my home country also noticed my videos and came to watch them out of admiration. Checking in. It's truly filmed with great detail. The visuals are amazing. How come I've never seen this hidden gem of a blogger before? Woo woo. I want to get to know every person in the vlog. Please share the account ID. All the videos I've ever filmed were dug up one by one, each receiving millions of likes, and my followers skyrocketed within a week, reaching the level of an internet celebrity with tens of millions of fans. The people in my and I together faced intense exposure. The young man from the first episode caught the attention of caring netizens, who funded his college education, so he no longer had to carry cement bags at such a young age. The girl planting trees in the desert from the second episode welcomed more companions, as an increasing number of people joined the environmental cause, and the dozens of episodes that followed. The barbershop on the street corner turned out to offer affordable and skilled services. Unspoiled scenic spots are attracting more tourists, with advertisements swarming in. I've returned to the top of my game, and at this moment, Luwan came knocking on my door again. I hadn't seen her since I started traveling across the magnificent landscapes of our country in search of models, but I knew that something had happened to her not long ago. Because of her loose tongue, she offended the audience. "What? You think this is too expensive? Then what's the point of living your life? You can't afford this, you can't afford that. Why are you still in my live stream? Assistant, block him." Some people even compared me to her. I showcased the vibrant vitality of ordinary people to everyone. She said that ordinary people's lives have no meaning. The difference is immediately apparent. She knelt on the ground begging me, "Please help me, won't you help me? If you just say a word for me, I can definitely get through this difficulty now." She has gone even further than she did back then. In the past, she only pretended to be a fake rich girl, which didn't involve her own rights and interests, so everyone just saw it as entertainment. But this time, she directly targeted the public, offending a circle that is on a completely different level from before. The account's followers are dropping rapidly, but the live stream viewership is exploding. However, no one is there to buy anything. They're all there to criticize her. I shook off her hand. "I can't help you," she threatened me viciously. "Don't forget, if people find out you're the account operator, you won't fare much better either." She used past events to threaten me, but that's the last thing I care about. Then go ahead and expose it. I actually wish she would expose it. Seeing that the threat was ineffective, she pitifully begged me. When she realized I really wasn't going to help her, she got up from the ground and said, "Fine, Li Zhen. You just wait and see." Online public opinion spread quickly. By the time I woke up the next day, information about me had already circulated all over the internet, but I was well prepared for this. I wrote a long article in response. "Hello everyone, I used to be Lu Wan, but I changed my name 2 years ago, and now I am Wei Zhen. Changing my name wasn't an attempt to distance myself from who I was before. I know that I have always been myself, regardless of the name. The mistakes I made are unforgivable, but I just want to share with you my reflections over these years. The rumors circulating online are indeed true. 2 years ago, when I was lost, I placed my hopes in men, hoping they could help me escape my predicament. To do so, I fabricated a privileged background, deceiving everyone, including the person I was dating at the time. I would like to express my deepest apologies to everyone. I don't expect forgiveness from anyone. Instead, I hope you can see me as a cautionary tale. If you pretend to be wealthy, you will only attract people who are interested in your money. You hope they will save you, but they may also try to take advantage of you. We should not place our fate in anyone else's hands. Strengthen yourself, wait for the right opportunity, and you can create your own path in life. A favorable wind lifts me high into the clouds. I have attached images of my donations over the past few years. Netizens expected me to defend myself or remain silent, but they never imagined I would admit to it, openly acknowledging my mistakes and showcasing my efforts to make amends. Won over a large number of neutral observers. Lu Wan's move completely backfired. Meanwhile, I saw Lu Wan's fate unfold online. She faced massive backlash for her reckless remarks, and later, a series of controversial behaviors from her live streams were exposed. Her account was banned. And netizens expressed their collective astonishment. "Ah, I miss her from the early days. Why did she change like this? It's clear that greed has clouded her heart. When she used to be such a sincere young girl, people all change. For example, who would have thought Lu Wan would change for the better? While Li Zhen, well, she just changed for the worse." A year later, I won the platform's celebrity award thanks to my immense popularity. On stage, the host asked for my acceptance speech. I thought about it. The cicada perches on a branch, its fame spreading far and wide without relying on the autumn wind. The reason its song is so clear and resonant is that it has endured all 4 seasons, weathered wind and snow, and persevered through darkness and suffering. Every period of dormancy has meaning, and every moment of waiting is for the sake of being seen more clearly. No matter when, we must hold fast to our beliefs. For the light is just ahead. Let us encourage each other.